Hey everybody, Shane here, Shoebox Legends. Thanks for stopping by the channel today for a very special themed Jackie Robinson Day episode. Of course, as it does every April 15th, today Major League Baseball celebrates the great Jackie Robinson, number 42, who integrated the game infamously in the 1940s, debuting in the 1947 season with the Brooklyn Dodgers, having previously been with the Kansas City Monarchs in the Negro Leagues. And I'm going to focus in today's tribute on post-playing era Jackie Robinson cards. I do have some vintage Jackie, like this 56 Topps that we see front and center, and I love those cards. But my stated goal for my collection for the year is focusing on post-playing era modern cards of retired greats of yesteryear. So those are the Jackies that I'm going to show today. But whether you're a fan of vintage or modern, it's hard not to like and admire Jackie Robinson, and I'm sure you're going to see a few cards today that you probably won't see on various other tribute videos. So let's start with a buyback card, and this is one that I did show recently. The majority of today's cards are going to be brand new to the channel, never shown before, but I did pull this in a rummage recently, and this is my only Jackie Robinson buyback card. There aren't really buybacks of his playing era cards, considering his final one was this 1956 Topps here, which is oversized. And the earliest stamped Topps buybacks that I tend to go back to are 1957 Topps. So I won't ever have a playing era Jackie Robinson buyback, you know, in the Frankenset or anything like that. But I do have this Allen and Ginter buyback. So this was a 2012 A&G Mini that was bought back, stamped, put in this frame, and then reissued in packs of 2015 Allen and Ginter baseball. So I'm not going to stay on this one long. Showed it recently, but I did want to break it back out today because it is, as a lover of buybacks, it is one of my favorite Jackie cards. And an example of, you know, you can get some pretty stellar deals on all-time greats if you're going to go modern for, you know, very little money. That was less than a retail blaster would have set me back at Target to get that buyback. Next up, I have a pair of cards from COMC featuring not only Jackie, but Larry Doby as well, who integrated the American League in the very same season. And these are from the Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary release that came out in 2022, or the 2022 release may have come out in 2023. But this is based on the 53 Topps design. And this Larry Doby is the red atomic. And the Jackie here is like a blue prism. And I chose these because they are team color matching cards. You've got the red Doby for the Red Indians and the blue Jackie for the Blue Dodgers. Love how these look. And my plan is in the Negro League / integration Z folio that I'm building this year, on the first page, I'm going to have this great Stadium Club card in the middle of the row. And then it's going to be flanked by this Jackie and this Larry alongside it. And that's going to be a portion of the first page in that binder, which I cannot wait to share with all of you when it gets a little bit further along this summer. Then I have one more that I've shown here previously, and then we're going to get into a bunch of cool newer stuff here. But I just want to tip my cap to Panini for this amazing Barnstorming Brilliance insert from America's Pastime. This is a little bit over 10 years old now. Serial numbered, it's hard to make out, but it's numbered to 125 right here. And I love the job that Panini did with this particular insert set, showing Jackie in his Negro League uniform with the Monarchs, and of course a whole insert set based on the concept of barnstorming, which was integral to a lot of those players back then in teams. And on the back of these, you get a little bit of a write-up about a highlight related to the Negro Leagues and the player, and you also get the ball caps of the most famous Negro League teams along the edges as well. So just really job well done by Panini. I love this card. Came across this Jackie kind of randomly. It is a little bit of a thicker card. I don't know if you can make it out. But not a standard thickness at all. Since learning about this, I've been trying to find the other 8 cards in this insert set. It's a 9-card set. And I did find one seller on Sportlots who had both the Larry Doby and the Monty Irvin, numbered to 125 each of these as well. So happy to have at least 3 of those. I am now 1/3 of the way through that 9-card set. But trust me, these are tough little buggers. I think somebody or a few collectors have kind of vacuumed these up over the years, and despite being numbered to 125, I'm having a heck of a time finding any of the remaining 6 that I need. So if you have a lead on any of those, let me know. Would love to complete that Barnstorming Brilliance insert set. And now we're gonna move to a handful of Jackies to close it out that I've never shown on the channel. We're gonna start with one of these great retired Legends short prints from Topps. So modern collectors, you'll recognize this as the 2021 Topps flagship design. Of course, not very well received by collectors due to the very, very small nameplate, making it hard to kind of make out the player names for a lot of us, especially us older collectors whose eyesight is maybe getting a little more challenged as the years go by. But nonetheless, I love seeing Jackie on a modern Topps flagship design. I did a whole episode on these short prints, these retired player short prints, a few episodes back, maybe a week or two ago. So if that is of interest to you, you can go back and check out many more cards of Legends, just like this Jackie on the Topps flagship design. But this is a 2021, got this via COMC for, I think, just a couple bucks, maybe $1 or $2. So really cool card there. And next is sort of a riff on a card that never was. And this is one that if you're unaware of, it might be a great one to go out and pick up if you're into Jackie and modern cardboard. But it's based on this, the 1953 Bowman Color release, which I know is a favorite of many vintage collectors. I don't really know any vintage collectors that don't like the set. It just has amazing photography and of course that, really clean, about as minimal a design as you can possibly have, just a black border around the photo and then a white outer border. But the photography makes this set. Well, Jackie Robinson, of course, is not present in 1953 Bowman. He's actually not in any Bowman products after 1950. But in 2015, for the National, in that summer, Topps created a 5-card set to distribute to collectors at the show that were sort of what could have been versions of 1953 Bowman Color, and included in that group of 5 was Jackie Robinson. So check out that card. Great image there, fielding image. I love that with his teammates in the background. And great job as well by Topps, making this a very authentic and kind of true to form Bowman Color card. And, right up next to this Luke Easter here, which is an authentic 53 Bowman Color. This one looks pretty good. They even made these oversized to match the dimensions, the height and width of the 53 Bowman Color release and many of the oversized vintage cards at that time. They did a proper back as well. So you can see the Luke Easter back and then Jackie right below it. So these are really, really cool. I did not go to the National in 2015, but I picked this up on COMC, and last I checked, you could still get a copy of this Jackie here for under $5. I think there's a handful of them still out there. So if you have a COMC account and a few bucks burning a hole in your pocket, would highly recommend checking out this Jackie, or this 5-card set for that matter. I'm trying to remember, I think the other subjects were Willie Mays, Al Kaline, Ted Williams, and Ernie Banks. I want to say that made up the set of 5. So kind of a cool niche card there that you may not have heard of if you weren't in the hobby back in 2015. And then I've got a couple of new cards now. These are pickups that I made just within the last month or two. I've really been focusing on former Negro League players and post-playing era cardboard, as I mentioned at the outset. And those two themes collide when it comes to Jackie and many of these cards. And this next one is one that I sought out as soon as the Topps Stadium Club set came out for 2023, which actually was released only about 3 months ago. I saw Jackie on the checklist. I love the image, and I was able to track down one of my favorite parallels of his card, the Rainbow Foil Board, serial numbered to just 25. Look at this image, and look at the way this card glows. A little bit of a reflection there. You can see me in the card, but that's very bright in here today. But nonetheless, I am absolutely a fan of this card. I know it's a little bit strange. Maybe these quirky images aren't for everybody. I don't really understand what's going on here exactly, if Jackie was just given this car or what is happening here, but look at that photo. I don't think I've ever seen this on a sports card that I'm aware of, a Jackie that I can think of. And of course, as I say, anytime I show one of these, I love the relative scarcity that this Rainbow Foil Board parallel introduces. I can go out and get a copy of this base card with Jackie on it here for probably 30 cents or under 50 cents on Sport Lots. But getting this nice shiny rainbow foil one, which is 25 of them in circulation, adds that element of, scarcity. And this is, as my buddy Jason would say, this is the Omega copy 25 of 25 on the rainbow foil board Jackie from 2023 Stadium Club. We're going to put that one up in the background because that is just a stellar looking card. I love the way the light catches those. Really, really happy to have that one alongside my 2023 Gilded Mini Diamond. So a couple nice shiny Jackies from last year. And then we're going to close it out with probably my favorite modern Jackie Robinson card. I got this one about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago on eBay, hemmed and hawed, and I finally pulled the trigger on this because it's really a one-of-a-kind card. Now here's what it's based off of. So this is the 2005 Upper Deck Baseball Heroes release. And those who collected in the early 90s, like I did as a kid, you will recognize this Baseball Heroes design. These were the inserts that Upper Deck did in those early days of their product. They did an insert set on Reggie Jackson, Nolan Ryan, Ted Williams, Hank Aaron, and maybe some others that I'm not thinking of as well on this design. And so because of that, those early 90s releases, this particular Baseball Heroes kind of theme for cards has really always resonated with me. Just really dig those cards. And in 2005, Upper Deck did a remake of that Baseball Heroes release. And on the checklist is this card, which is just fantastic because it's a card that specifically pays tribute to exactly why we're celebrating today. In 1947, Jackie broke the MLB color barrier with the Dodgers. So that is just great. This is the base version of the card, which is serial numbered to 575. And we got to look at the back of this, and it talks about his breaking of the color barrier and his debut on this day in 1947. Now, this is not the card that I've pumped up that I'm excited about, but I got a version of this that I think is a one-of-a-kind collectible and probably my favorite modern Jackie Robinson card out of everything we've looked at today and all the other stuff I have, because I found the green emerald version of that card. Now, these are numbered to 199, but what makes this one incredibly special, and the reason I'm really touting it the way I am, this is copy 42 of 199 of the card that pays tribute to Jackie breaking the color barrier all the way back in 1947 and establishing his jersey number 42 in the world of sports infamy. Just such an important guy. I can't do him justice with anything I would say here. What he experienced, I can't relate to due to my level of privilege that I was born with, but I can certainly admire it and respect it. And I love that this day is celebrated every single year. I think it's as important now as it's ever been. And just wanted to get on here and share some of my modern Jackie Robinson cards. So I'm sure you're gonna see a lot of vintage Jackie throughout the YouTube community today, and wanted to pepper in my share of modern to go along with that, ending with that amazing capstone number 42 of 199 serial numbered cards. So that's a wrap for today. I went a little bit longer than I intended, but it's a subject that I'm really passionate about and someone who I think it's very easy to admire in the world of sports. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you saw a card or two that maybe you hadn't seen before or that intrigued you, and would love to hear from you in the comments on what your favorite Jackie card is in your own collection, or if you don't own any, maybe what your favorite card was in today's video. So happy Jackie Robinson Day, everybody, and I'll be back soon with some more content here on the channel. Until then, take care and enjoy the hobby. See ya.